That's what you're... Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings. What business have you?
Master Fayfar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Skalitz miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Namoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want the lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? A dozen? 2 dozen? How am I to arrest them all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered, even murder.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
Goodbye.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the rampage morning?
Yeah.
Looks like they smashed things up nicely.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the...
You're dead.
Fuck! Well landed. What's the matter?
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock.
You gonna cry now? Is that all you've got?
Here! I'm...
Is that the best you can do? Yay! Mess! Ow! Enough, please.
This is in surprisingly good condition.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This doesn't look too bad. I guess those bastards didn't want to get soaked. Seems they had a good go at wrecking this, but it's still standing.
Yeah.
Hey, you there! What have you done?
Me? It wasn't me. It must have been one of your lot pushed him down the shaft.
If you hadn't come sniffing around, none of this would have happened.
What's my being here got to do with it? What the fuck's been going on? Whatever it is, now you've got a murder to answer for.
Only if someone finds out.
Listen, neighbours, don't be stupid. You don't want to add another murder to the count. It could have been an accident.
You know that was no accident. Or maybe you came to blows, pushed him down, and then we had to stop you.
That's ridiculous. If you all clear off out of here, I promise nobody will be asking what happened. Why add to your troubles?
Hey! Where are you going? You're not going to abandon us, are you? Not after all the good times we've had together? Don't you remember how we took care of everyone? Hey!
Halt. What do you want?
I'm here by order of Sir Radzig and Master Fafar. And who are you?
Who am I? I'm keeping guard here so no rogues get in to steal the silver.
That's very commendable. I'll take you to Master Fafar so he can reward you.
But I can't go anywhere. Who would stand watch if I left my post?
Sakra. It's hellishly deep here.
What have we got here? Entertainment. Great! Kurwa, Vince. I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
What have we got here? Hey, who's that?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Honey?
Yeah.
God save. And what is it?
Get myself.
I'm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look out! With salt, caraway seeds, garlic and more. You'll find it nowhere else. Fred Beach just this morning. Fred!
Torches for the night. I have it all.
I'm glad to see you. Good boy.
Fred! Can't live without it either.
God save. God be with you.
Jesus Christ. Farewell.
I'd like to Are we agree?
You won't
I'll go for...
Garlic, onions, mushrooms and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
My fine wares shall light your every day. Hear ye, good people.
Yeah.
What do you want? You've no business here. Well?
God be with you. God be with you.
Be merciful. What am I to do? A poor wretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless you.
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent.
It's been plundered and wrecked, but everything can be fixed. It'll be quite a job, but at least it won't have to be rebuilt from scratch.
That's a weight off my mind. And did you see anyone there? Thieves or suspicious types?
Nemoy and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin. I thought as much. Did you bring him here?
I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh, well, can't be helped, I suppose.
About my reward for the investigation.
Yes, of course. Actually, I don't believe any reward was mentioned. On the other hand, you surveyed everything as I asked, and that deserves a groschen or two.
And they tried to murder me.
Yes, of course. It's a sad world we live in. I'm sure you deserve a little extra coin for it.
It's been a pleasure.
Good. There you go, then.
That hardly seems worth what I've been through.
You're right. Here's a little more to be going on with. God be with you.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
What has it got to do with me?
Plenty. You're in it with me ever since that hunt.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. So go and get dressed up before we head off.
Thanks, Sir Hans. I'll go and get changed now.
How are you, Henry?
So, should we go then?
Let's go. And by the way, I'm glad you got dressed up properly. Clothes make the man, and in your case, it's quite a transformation. Come along then.
Well, my ward,
and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulfrin of Camburg? That name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair, after all. Maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Hey! God save you, Henry!
I don't like it. Stop your grumbling. You get paid, don't you? You can't take it with you, though, can you? Everyone has to die sometime. Soldiering's as good as...
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
Can I ask... Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hanush sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own sake.
Yeah, I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine and Meloda's?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Well, tell me all about it, then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg clan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them, and I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Uncle Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No. He was born that way. You see, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, when she fell pregnant, they say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived, and he was disfigured. Wilhelm, they say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful!
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. There were folk who said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me. How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Whoa! Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for
How are
this.
you, Henry?
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah. I'm glad to see you.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfin, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp. God be with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So, were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
I understand. They threatened you.
They didn't exactly threaten me. They didn't have to. But if they get away from you, they'll come back and get revenge.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them. So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
Goodbye. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry. I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Around 10.
The same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise, he'll be swinging tonight from the Rattay ramparts.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
I gave Sir Hanush my word I'd look out for his men, and I intend to keep it. So it's my duty to advise a parley.
You're going to advise me?
You're not seeing straight, Captain. No wonder, since Wolfland's your kin. Please, just grant me one thing. Let me go and parley. I'll find out more, and maybe we can settle everything without losing any men.
You want to parley? Listen, Henry, you can't rely on Wolfland to act honorably. There's every chance you won't come back.
Don't worry. I know it's a risky business, but have you got anyone better for the job?
No, I'm sorry to say I haven't. Wolfland's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed. Goodbye.
So. Fühle mich dann leicht eingeschränkt. Naja, zurück zu meinen Gleichungen. Wir können bestimmt auch mal eine Diskussion deswegen nachholen. Sie ist Multimillionärin und könnte auch einfach mal aus dem Hobby, mal aus Hobby kostenlos weitermachen. Aber darum geht es halt nicht. Ja, man merkt halt einfach, dass da muss immer noch weiter verdient werden und so. Oh, Drogenkrise in den USA. Boah, es gibt so viele spannende Videos, auf die man reagieren kann. Oh mein Gott.
Das, im Schnitt 10 der restliche Batzen davor. Und mit OCs, weil ich zähle OCs schon als Cosplays mit dazu. Auch Varianten, genau, Varianten des gleichen Charakters zähle ich auch.
Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Was?
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice.
Was?
Situations.
The things young folk
Okay.
get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days.
Das Angelchen, Dankeschön für den Follow. Wildes Couple, ja. Ein Stuffed Unicorn. How? Muss ich jetzt Witcher 2 spielen, um das zu verstehen?
Wait, hear that?
Nein, nein, nein. Wie genau haben die das benutzt? Okay. Uah. Friendly Fire gibt's hier nicht. Ich kann nicht aus Versehen meine Freunde töten. Ach, da ist ja noch einer. Und ich dachte, ich kann mich jetzt wieder mit dem Stuffed Unicorn beschäftigen.
When armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Okay. Aber ich will es gerade noch nicht benutzen, weil ich habe noch genug. Unikami, Dankeschön für deinen Sub. Sag mal, nee, das ist schon aktiv, meine Alertbox hier. Dankeschön, Uni. Ich glaube, du verstehst schon. Nein, ich verstehe nicht, wie.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Über Jen wirst du in Witcher 2 fast nichts hören. Okay, haben die das dann in Witcher 1 benutzt? Mir geht's nur darum, ich will wissen, wie sie dieses Unicorn verwendet haben. Okay.
Because you can brew potions from their blood.
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Snack, Dankeschön für deinen Follow.
Living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
Okay, ist mir egal. Ich will nur wissen, wo finde ich diese Einhorn-Story raus? In welchem Teil? Nicht jugendfreie Nutzung eines Einhorns als Liegeflächen. Wie groß war dieses Einhorn?
War is not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean?
Zweckentfremdet.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Hast du schon mal ein Pferd in echt gesehen, so groß? Warum gab es da so ein großes Plüsch-Einhorn? Aber war das Pferd aufrecht oder liegend? Ich habe Fragen. Ich habe zu viele Fragen.
That's it, Roach. We going?
Junge, Junge, Junge.
Geschipseltes mit Spätzle, Erbsen und Möhren. Wir müssten mal eine Wette machen, dass ich es schaffen muss, einen Monat mein Essen.
Was war das?
Könnt ihr mit einer Waffe umgehen?
Da kannst du dich drauf verlassen.
Sicher, dass das funktioniert?
Lass es uns rausfinden.
Alien Romulus. Jetzt exklusiv auf Disney Plus streamen.
Zu sehen. Ich hoffe, da war eine Ironiefahne dabei, Junge. Ich sage dir.
Ja, das sind 20 Meter. Ich bin in einem Tempel, fuck. Das ist deine Gasse, Kathi, das ist deine Gasse.
Dann, so, wir saven noch einmal und gehen einmal hier rüber. Wenn man Spaß an einem Game dran hat, finde ich, dann war es Win. Ich finde, das Schlimmste, wenn man so abends mal zockt, ist, dass wenn man einfach nur scheiß Runden hat, gar keinen Spaß hat. So, ich finde, dann ist der ganze Abend gewastet. So, knall ich wieder Musik auf die Ohren. Zack. Yibi, wir haben ein bisschen Deponia überstanden. Seid ihr stolz auf mich? Sogar ohne Tipps heute. Und ohne Weinen. Alter, das sieht hier so nackig aus ohne Baum. Sollen wir uns hier eine Pflanze kaufen? Schauen wir mal. Ich würde demnächst Feierabend machen. Wir können gerne noch 1-2 Minütchen quatschen. Weil ich würde heute nicht allzu lange machen. Aber morgen sind wir auch wieder am Start. Morgen ist aber nicht so ein langer Stream. Da machen wir 14 Uhr und der Plan ist Just Chatting, sag ich schon, Reactions. Aber ich habe überlegt, ob wir morgen noch ein bisschen an unserem Bastelset weitermachen, weil wir sind gar nicht so weit gekommen heute und das hat schon Spaß gemacht. Schon cool. Ja, so eine Monstera. Monsteras sind giftig für Katzen. Und Gizmo lutscht alle Pflanzen an hier. Ich habe dann echt Angst, dass der anfängt, die Pflanze anzulutschen und dann doch irgendwie reinbeißt und dann stirbt er. Pappaufsteller mit einem Bild vom haarigen alten Mann. Das wäre schon auch lustig. Wir könnten auch einen riesigen Pappaufsteller in der Gurke hier reinstellen. Bin morgen in der Firma. Ah, ich sehe. Nighty. Gute Nacht. Hi Chris. Sorry, verspätet. All good. Gar kein Stress. Katzenminze. Okay, das wusste ich nicht. Ja, wusste ich auch nicht. Als wir die Katzen damals adoptiert haben, haben die von der Katzenstelle uns halt so voll viele so Sachen gesagt, auf die wir achten müssen. Man muss zum Beispiel bei Katzen auch aufpassen, dass man das Fenster nicht gekippt lässt bei manchen Katzen, weil das wohl auch vorkommt, dass Katzen sich da drin halt, ja, irgendwie
Ja! 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 Ja!
Boah, shit.
shitty day.
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry. I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Oleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
Fucking weather, fucking tents, fucking camp.
Why do you want to hurt the lords of Oleshna?
That bastard Malota stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Malota convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back though, didn't you?
Aye, I came back. But Malota bribed the priest to testify that my father made him a deathbed confession. That bastard swore my father told him he was possessed, and so was his son. Me. So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking...
That doesn't give you the right to go around plundering Sir Hanish's estates.
Well, I never claimed to be a saint. All in all, I'm as much of a bastard as Malota is, but that doesn't mean I'll leave him in peace.
How sweet it is, a robber's life!
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
So Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Oleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True. But they always leave one thing out of that fairy tale.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it goes in that family. And then that talk of the witch. Pah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and give him children.
Fuck. I'm almost sober again. No one to rob here. Fucking boring.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
Let's settle the matter the chivalrous way. You and me, man to man. The victor takes all.
And the loser?
There'll be no loser left alive.
I like your spirit, young fellow. But why should I agree? If you win, my men will go and leave the loot here. But what if I win? I doubt Bernard will admit defeat on your account.
You'll have to see, won't you? Maybe you'll gain nothing by winning, but at least you won't lose the respect of your men.
You're a clever one. It seems a waste to kill you. But I accept your challenge.
Chop him to pieces!
Ow! Take that! Cunt! Boy, yeah! I'm over here! Fuck! Oh dear, did that hurt?
Ow!
Well landed. God damn! Shit! Damn! Lost your wind? Yeah.
Ow!